Hey everybody, back again, and tomorrow is Halloween. So I thought I should do a holiday themed video because that's what you do on YouTube, right? You go with the seasons. And so just thought I'd do a little like Halloween nostalgia video here, I guess. Being a parent now and middle age, I had a lot of Halloweens and kind of have seen some changes since when I was little and when I used to go trick-or-treating back in like the 80s. And just, I don't know, reflecting on some Halloween memories, I guess, and what Halloween has kind of changed into since I was trick-or-treating as a little failed entrepreneur back in the day, right? So I live all my life. I grew up. I still live in Arizona, in the suburbs. So I don't know. Every place is different, but Arizona is just like home, like block after block of homes. So they're all packed really close together, and it's just it's very sprawling and stuff. And it's not like there's not really a lot of big yards. Homes aren't very secluded. It's just all very flat. I mean, like it's prime trick or treat territory is what I'm saying, right? Because these houses are just crammed into one another and they're just endless and go on as far as the eye can see. So, as a kid, Halloween's always as a kid that's like the one that and Christmas are like the best holidays. And like I said, being an '80s kid. You grow up and Nintendo was just coming out. So I think I dressed as Link. Probably one of the very first people to dress as Link back in the day with my little cardboard shield and sword. You'd make your costumes at home back then, but they weren't super elaborate like they are now. They're really cheesy. I was a GoBot. Ooh, that was a fail. Remember GoBots? I was like the red GoBot car. One year, I think I won a prize at a toy store contest or something. It was a GoBot one year. Ninja Turtles, when those came out, that was big. So that was that. DuckTales. I think I dressed up as Huey, Dewey, Louie. Who's the red one? I think that's Huey. Me and my brothers were that one year because there were three of us trick-or-treating. Grandma loves to break that photo out and embarrass us because we had the big duck butts and little duck bills. Oh my gosh. Hobo was a very popular, easy, lazy costume. Again, we'd just go raid Grandma's closet because she had tons of old clothes from back in the day. So Hobo was very popular. I remember one year, I think I was like in junior high. I don't know why. I literally like carved a pumpkin and just put a pumpkin on my head, like a real pumpkin. That smelled. That was a little uncomfortable. I thought it was cool, but it like barely fit over my head, and it didn't. Anyway, so I actually like wore a pumpkin one year. Any other good costumes? Hockey player, rollerblader. I don't know, but anyway. So, my parents would take us out trick or treating, and we'd get candy a little bit, but of course, when you get older, it would be me and my friends would ditch the family, and then we would go out. And like my friends, as kids are, I guess, take Halloween, like I said, super serious, and we'd be super like industrious in like in the weeks leading up to Halloween, right? You got one chance to make as much candy as you can. So I remember we would get like on our bikes, and we would go like explore the neighborhood to kind of map it out. This is, there were no Google Maps back then. So we would make like maps of the neighborhood and then actually plan out our trick-or-treat route to be like the most effective, right? So we never had to double back over a neighborhood, hit as many houses at once. We'd go all out. And then, when it was come time to trick-or-treat, you break out the pillow sacks, right? These are for kids. If you're a serious trick or treater, you use your pillow sack, a big sack for your candy. And I remember, I think we even scheduled in like pit stops to come back and like dump and unload the candy because I think for a year, 1 year or two, we actually filled those bags up. I think like twice, right? Like, it was crazy. you know, like you got to go and like rehydrate. You got to get a little maybe food in you, use the restroom, and you gotta unload all that candy so you can go back out and fill that bag up again. And then probably when the '90s hit, we upgraded to rollerblades. Remember rollerblades, right? Because like, oh man, this is gonna let us hit so many houses so quickly. So we were like hockey players or something, whatever, is an excuse to wear rollerblades. And then, man, that was probably the year that we like filled up our sack twice. And we just hit up houses left and right. Of course, and this is like, I think what people do a lot now is, you know, there's a high value on targeted rich neighborhoods who give out like the big candy bars. Because here's the thing, like back in the day, right? And this is how Halloween has changed a little bit. Getting like fun-sized candy bars, like those are rare, man. I don't know about you, but like growing up, those things are like worth their weight in gold, man. And to get those like fun-sized candy bars, most of the time you got like Tootsie Rolls, you got those little brown or black and orange butterscotch gross candies, candy corn. People just give you back in, you know, in my day. And a lot of like suckers and like I said, the Tootsie Rolls, like a lot of crap, Smarties. And today, man, these kids are spoiled because I tell you what, they go trick-or-treating and like everyone's giving handfuls of fun-size candy bars out, right? It's ridiculous. And man, if you even, you know, candy bar or Halloween inflation for you, right? That's how that goes. And, you know, maybe if you were lucky back in my day, you know, you might get, you know, find that one house that was giving out the full-size candy bars. It's like, whoa, that's like a winning lottery ticket, right? When you're a kid. And now it's like, yeah, you might score a couple of those. The candy's gotten a lot better now when it comes to Halloween, and getting that crappy candy, that's rare now, and the candy bars are kind of the norm. But it's interesting because I don't know if it's interesting, but it just seems like for whatever reason, like, do kids not trick or treat anymore? I've moved around a lot these last couple years, and I've lived in some neighborhoods, lots of houses, but I tell you, Halloween comes around, and there is like nobody. It's a ghost town. Like there's even less people out than on a normal night, right? Like what the heck is going on? It's weird, right? Some neighborhoods get lots of trick-or-treaters, but there's others, at least like I said, here in Arizona, it is a ghost town, man. There's no one on the streets. It's weird. And so, you know, people would put candy out, and, you know, you might get, I think one year maybe had like 5 kids knock on my door, right? And it's like, well, I bought all this candy. So, you know, those kids actually make out like bandits because you just give them handfuls and stuff. But I think, you know, as people have gotten smarter, or, you know, parents or my generation has grown up, you know, you still want to hit those good neighborhoods. And so I think it's more common now to like pack up the kids and leave your bad neighborhood and go take them to go live the high life for a little while. And I remember last year taking my daughter out, I saw a lot of like minivans pulling up into the street, and, you know, the door slides open like a Huey helicopter, and everyone's just jumping out to go like skim that neighborhood, right? So I think a lot more people travel now because, again, there's a lot more emphasis on like those good neighborhoods. But it's funny, if you go to the vacant ones, you could just get shoveled candy, I think, if you went there. But hey, you know, it's not really as fun if you're the only one on the street, right? Costumes have gotten a lot better. Maybe it's that Comic-Con influence, right? But plus you can go and, you know, it's easy to go buy any kind of crazy costume you want now. And so like, you know, Halloween, the quality of Halloween costume has gotten a lot better. A lot more parents dress up now. When I was little, I think that was a very rare thing. 80s were a weird time, man. I don't know. Like my parents, that generation, they just, I'm sure they partied hard, but man, they didn't really, I don't know. I don't remember them doing very much. People walking around, you know, parents drinking during trick-or-treating, right? Kids are getting their candy. Dad's putting back a 40 or something like that. I've never done that. That sounds fun, but I don't know. My daughter's not quite, you know, I still got to watch her. She's still little. You know, people doing these big Halloween parties on, a lot of houses are like haunted house. I mean, people going all out, man. It's like Disneyland at some of these houses these days with all the animatronics and the lights. It's like, people decorate their house for Christmas. I've seen some Halloween houses that will blow you away, man, because people just go all out here. It's just kind of crazy, like I said, how kind of more commercialized Halloween has become, how trick-or-treating has changed, candy has changed, everything changes, right? And it seems like a lot of times, again, as my generation grows up now and is older, it seems like it's more an adult holiday, and people say this for a long time. It's more about like the Halloween parties now, and the sexy costumes, and going out and doing that. But again, being a single dad, I don't even get a chance to go and do that either very much. So, sounds fun, but this dad can't afford to do that right now. So anyway, I don't know. But I like Halloween. Halloween's a fun time, especially in Arizona. It finally starts to cool off. It was a little chilly this morning. I might have to wear a jacket for the first time, and it's like October 30th right now. So weather's pretty good here, and it's getting into the fall season now, so it's good to see that. But my daughter and me will be going out trick-or-treating tonight, and I tell you what, just to end this here, I do my best as a dad to make sure she's raised Halloween right. So we stay out late, man. I mean, she wants to go home. I'm like, no, we got to fill up your bucket. We got to get you your candy. Because, again, I want to make sure she's not shortchanged, right? She needs to grow up and, understand, all the work and the sacrifice and the effort that really goes into, doing Halloween right. So last year, she was a trooper. I think we were out till she was only like 10 o'clock, walking the whole way. Big bucket full of candy. She had to carry it. I wouldn't carry it for her. And, just to make sure she, like I said, grows up and, Halloween's the right way. No hour, nothing like, as a dad, it's my job. So anyway, that's it for today. A little bit different video. But like I said, it's Halloween. It seemed appropriate. And looking forward to it. It's always fun. She's been ready for weeks, man. Let me tell you. So I'll give you a candy report and show you how much we did. But anyway, that's it. I got stuff to do today. I know you do too. So I'll catch you later. Happy Halloween. Get those full-size candy bars, man. And I'll catch you later. Right? Get it. Bye.